Hi, and welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. Today, on this particular video, I'm working on a project here, but I'm setting that aside because I'm going to kind of straighten up my desk and work area a little bit and talk about regaining enthusiasm when working on models. So while I clean this up, I'm going to chat. So basically what it boils down to is if you keep up on my videos, you'll know that I have been hit and miss lately, doing things slowly, few and far between as far as video updates and stuff, because I just haven't had anything to update with other than talking about the same old stuff that I've been doing. So, and just thinking about, what I'm doing here, and, I really enjoy and dig building models, and I haven't been able to figure out, what is the problem, and why am I just not getting into, especially when I'm working on a subject that I really dig, like currently the M10. And, here's what it boils down to, I believe, and this is what worked for me. As I mentioned in my other videos, I've got the M10 going. I've got a Stug buddy build going with Peter Person. I've got the BU 181 trainer, German trainer in 148 scale going on, and I've got the 132nd scale Revell FW 190. So I've got 4 projects going. I'd work a little bit on one, paint something, then while that's drying, pull the other kit out and start working on that. There was a lot of shuffling and moving around going on, and it was just becoming a real drag, and I wasn't getting anything done. I was moving along at just, snail's pace on everything, and it's just like, holy cow, man, I'm not making any progress. And it was just bumming me out, and it's like, I thought, it's like, I don't want to drag this out, I don't want to drag that one out, whatever. I just want to just stay away from the desk because it's driving me crazy. So, with that in mind, I started thinking about it. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buckle down and take one project at a time and work on it to completion before I jump back on another kit. So, I chose to do that with the M10, and as you can see, compared to my last updates, I've made a lot of progress. Or maybe it doesn't look like a lot of progress, but I've got all this extra stowage going on, more weathering going on, and it's starting to happen. So that's what I discovered works for me. Just get cracking, buckle down, and work on one kit. And the more I've worked on this thing, working all these little, scratch-built stuff and making straps and ropes and, gluing all this stuff on the deck and planning the next part I'm going to do, it's become easier and easier, and I'm spending more time, reasonably speaking, of course, I'm not just living at my desk, but I'm spending a lot more time focused on this project, and I'm making a lot of progress, and it's just building my enthusiasm back up. It's no longer a drag to sit down and feel like what I'm doing, I'm just trying to struggle through something to get it done, so I can get on to the next part, because I do have a few kits on the sidelines that I'm looking forward to building, but I'm just totally staying away from them. I've actually got them put in a cabinet, totally away from my work area, so I'm not, tempted to look in there and think, ooh, I want to get started on that one. Just totally focused, and it is helping immensely with this whole project. So, what am I saying? Well, if you run into a situation like this too, and I read a lot of stuff on the various social medias, I don't know if that's right, social media, that people have, X amount of kits going, I just can't get this one done, I started this one, and this one's not getting done, and for me, I have discovered that is not the way to do it. I thought I could, say work on an armor kit and an aircraft kit at the same time and just switch off to keep it interesting and to keep me motivated. And I discovered that I was trying to make a solution for a problem that didn't exist, because I can work on the same kit and totally be fine and not bored. One of the kits that took me a long time to build, had a lot of scratch building going on and stuff like that, was the M4A3 by, I think it was, what was it, Academy, with the T-34 Calliope rocket launcher on top. I spent a lot of time on that, but that's the only kit I made, and I worked on it solid until it was done. Same with the 1/25th scale Tiger 1 that I built a couple years ago. Same thing. It was, since it was such a large kit and I did a lot of stuff to improve it, it took a long time to do it, but I never got bored with it. And the minute I started trying to switch things up and work a little bit on one kit and then get out another kit and work on that for a little bit and then get another, it started becoming a drag. So for me, to regain my enthusiasm and to get the old, as people say, mojo going again, I've decided to just take one kit at a time, work it to completion, and then move on to the next one. And it really is working, because I'm having a blast working on this one, and I'm not even thinking about the other stuff. So once this one's done, then I can move on. So hopefully that might give some of you people out there some food for thought. If you're having trouble with the, just maybe feeling like you're getting bored, maybe, or burned out, maybe maybe take a look and see how many kits you've got going, or how many projects you've got going, and see if maybe you just need to back off and work on something else. Now, I know some people do like to have two kits going to keep the momentum going, and it works for them, but it doesn't work for me. So if you're trying that and it doesn't seem to be working, then maybe give it a shot. Just sit down and just work completely through one whole kit from beginning to end, and then jump on something else. And that's one of the reasons I think I've really kind of backed off on group builds and stuff like that, because there's so many group builds and stuff like that that just sound like so much fun. And but if I've got 2 or 3 group builds going and then a kit I'm trying to do for one of my series on my YouTube channel, then I just get burned out. So anyway, that's it. Got my work area cleaned up, gave those thoughts. So I think I'm going to end it there and get back to work. So thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude. As always, leave any questions, comments, or tips, anything like that in the comments below, and I'll answer you as quick as I can. So anyway, thanks again for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude, and I will see you all next time.